everyone, I am Amanda from Mainland Plans. Welcome back to another video. Today I have my Hobonichi order to open with you. It's planner season, and that means that I'm going to have a lot of unboxing videos for you. This is my first all the way from Japan. I do order my Hobonichi direct, which means that I will have the exclusive freebies to show you also. So let's get right into it. Typically, when I have a great big box like this, they have given me 2 of the Hobonichi boxes. It looks like they just put the items on top. Oh, here's one of the Hobonichi boxes. I love this light blue color. It is so nice and cute. I'm gonna set that to the side. Then I have more books here. I'm gonna stick all these extra books to the side. And then these are the exclusive items. So I have a pretty basic order this year. I got several of the Hobonichi Cousin Avec, that's what I personally use, and then also a couple of the English A5 Cousins. Now I believe that these will be a variety of designs. These are the notebooks that come with the planners. So I am gonna go ahead and open them up so that you can see what designs I got. I was hoping for some more variety, but I got 2 different covers. I got 5 of this one and then 3 of this one. These are 5mm grid little notebooks. They are bigger than I expected and lots more pages. So these will be a great little addition to throw in your Hobonichi and carry around with you. Now let's open up the box. All right, so here's our little quote that we have every year. And these pens are different every year, and there have been some that I've really enjoyed, and this year I'm not super crazy about the color combination, but you get 1 pen for every book that you buy from Hobonichi. So I have 10 pens and my other books. So for the Hobonichi Weeks and the A6 Dayfree, here from my order, you get a pen only. With all the other full books, you get both the notebook and the pen. Let's start by opening up my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the lemon water color. You can see it has 2025. I don't believe they changed anything about the layout for the Hobonichi Weeks this year. You still get the 2 bookmarks. I got the English version, which does still have some Japanese in it, but it is more English overall. And you do still get the little pocket to put in the back. I often get questions about this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on to show you how it works. You peel it off just like a sticker, and then you can put it either on the back cover or the front cover of your planner, and then you can stick whatever you want. I guess it doesn't fit, but if you have something that you want to carry along with you in your planner, then you can put it in this little pocket, and I think that's a great addition every year. The Hobonichi Weeks is the only planner that comes with the pocket. This cover does have a little bit of texture to it, if you can hear that. I like how it feels. It's not gonna slip out of my hands. Next, let's open up my A6 Dayfree. Here we have the same little booklet. It has some QR codes on it. This is very different than the typical artwork that comes with your Hobonichi books. If you're unfamiliar with the Dayfree, what that means is that you have the monthly spreads at the beginning, all 12, plus a couple extra for the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, and then the pages in the back are not dated, so that's why it's Dayfree. In the other books that I'll show you soon, there is a date on all of the daily pages. There's not quite enough for 365 for you to have one every single day. Let's see, I don't remember exactly how many pages there are in the back here. Let's see, 171, and it does start on page 1, so you have 171 pages in the back. I'm going to go ahead and quickly flip through here so that you can see some of the pages in the back. A lot of these look familiar to me, so I don't think that they're new. It does look like maybe there's an extra favorites page. The My 100 page was very popular last year. This one looks different. It has a lot of Japanese, so I'm not quite sure what it says. The Dayfree is only available in the Japanese version. So a lot of these pages I won't be able to do anything with, but that's okay. Often I use them for test pages for my fountain pen inks anyway. I use this A6 Dayfree for my business planner. Next up, let's look at the A6 Hobonichi Original Techo. Here I have the English version of the A6 Original Techo. Now, they confused things a little bit whenever they came out with this English edition. There used to be 2 options for the A6. There was the Japanese Original Techo, and there was the A6 English Planner. The A6 English planner layouts inside are a little bit different. There's a larger 4.0 grid instead of the 3.7 that's in the Techo. And it used to be, if you were discussing an English A6, you were talking about the English planner. And if you're talking about the Japanese version, it was the original Techo. Now they have an English option for the original Techo. So you don't always know what people are talking about whenever they say English A6. It used to be an automatically knew exactly it was the black cover. Now you have to clarify just a little bit more. The more you know, right? So here I have the English version of the original Techo. So there is quite a bit of English in here, but again, also some Japanese as well. We have the yearly spreads at the beginning, the monthly spreads here. There are no weeklies in the A6. We get right into the dailies though. So in the Dayfree, I mentioned there was no date. Here we do have the date, and there are enough pages for every single day of the year, 365, plus a couple of extra notes pages in the back. Not too many, maybe 15 or 20. And then again, we have some of these reference pages. And since this is the English version, I can read it so I can understand a little bit more. Some of these are the same, and some of them are a little bit different. Let me know how you use your pages in the back. Next, let's take a look at the English Hobonichi Cousin. The Hobonichi Cousin, if you are unfamiliar with paper sizes, is an A5 size. Earlier I mentioned that these books are A6. So if you take an A5 and cut it in half, you get an A6. Likewise, if you have an A6 and you want to see what an A5 size is like, if you open up the book, that will give you an A5 size. The spreads in the Cousin are identical to the spreads in the A6 original Techo, with the addition of some weekly spreads. And of course, these are larger because it is a larger planner, but you get the yearly, the monthlies, a weekly spread, which I have loved and adored since 2018, and I will continue to use the Hobonichi Cousin for my personal planning in 2025. And then you get to the dailies in the back. In the English version, the quotes at the bottom are English. Every month has a different colored shaded grid, so that's kind of a fun change. The colors match up with the sections on the side. It gives you the month number and a blank page at the start of each month for you to plan out your goals or whatever you need for the month. And again, we have the same reference pages in the back. So now let's chat about my favorite and what I personally use, the Hobonichi Cousin Avec. What the Hobonichi Cousin Avec is a Hobonichi Cousin chopped into 2 books. Now, with that, this is the English version. The Avec is only available in the Japanese version. But what you have is a book for January to June, and then a book for July to December. Now these are much thinner books to start out with than the full year. So if you're like me and you love to use stickers, I highly recommend the Avec version. It will still get plenty chunky. If you try and use a whole year with lots and lots of stickers, it's gonna get massive. The spine can take the damage though, but just so you're aware. So let's quickly take a look at the January to June Avec. In this you have all the same spreads. You have the yearly spreads, the monthly spreads. You get December from 2024, and then you'll get through June, which is expected since it's a January to June monthly, but you also get July, so you get one extra one. Then for the weeklies, you get the week starting on January 1st, all the way through the very end of June, so you get the first part of July also. Then you have your turning the page to a new year and your daily pages. The daily page layout is exactly the same as the full year Cousin, depending on which version, Japanese or English, but you only have January to June pages in this book. Did you order from Hobonichi this year? Did you order from somewhere else, but still Hobonichi items? Let me know down in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.